You're chasing money first. And that's exactly why it keeps slipping away. Most people spend their entire lives running after money. A better salary, a bigger client, a faster growing business, a higher paying opportunity. They wake up thinking about money, make decisions based on money, and measure success through money. And yet, despite all that chasing, many never feel like they have enough because they've made one critical mistake. They've treated money as the goal instead of the result. Look closely at the people who create lasting wealth. Not the lucky ones, not the gamblers, not the people who got rich overnight. The ones who stay successful year after year. They all have something in common. They are obsessed with information. They want to understand how things work. They study people. They learn systems. They analyze trends. They gather knowledge long before they gather profits. While everyone else is asking, how much money can I make? They're asking, what do I need to know that others don't? And that difference changes everything. Imagine two people entering the same industry. The first person immediately focuses on earning. How fast can I get paid? How quickly can I grow? How can I monetize this? The second person focuses on understanding. How does this market actually work? What problems do people face? Why do some businesses succeed while others fail? At first, the first person appears to move faster. They're making deals, taking shortcuts, looking for quick wins. The second person seems slower. They're learning, observing, studying. But time reveals something important. Knowledge compounds. Money spent disappears. Knowledge invested grows. The person who understands the game eventually begins seeing opportunities, invisible to everyone else. And that's where real wealth begins. Because money follows value. And value comes from understanding. Think about every major breakthrough in history. Every successful company, every influential creator, every respected leader. Their advantage wasn't money in the beginning. It was information. They knew something. They understood something. They saw a pattern others missed. While the crowd followed assumptions, they followed understanding. That's why information is so powerful. It reduces mistakes. And in life, avoiding expensive mistakes is often more important than making spectacular moves. One good decision can help you, but one bad decision can set you back years. Information protects you from those costly errors. It helps you see risks before they become disasters. It helps you identify opportunities before they become obvious. It helps you act with confidence because your decisions are based on reality, not guesswork. Yet most people don't value information enough. They want answers without learning, results without understanding. Rewards without preparation. They scroll endlessly looking for shortcuts, a secret strategy, a magic formula, a quick hack. But shortcuts rarely create lasting success. Understanding does. Because when circumstances change, they always do, the shortcut stops working. The trend fades. The market shifts. The opportunity disappears. And the people who depended on shortcuts are left behind. But those who invested in knowledge adapt. Because information isn't tied to one situation. It's a tool that works everywhere. A person who understands people can succeed in many industries. A person who understands communication can create value in countless environments. A person who understands problem solving becomes useful almost anywhere. And usefulness attracts opportunity. This is something many people overlook. Money doesn't chase effort. Money chases value. And value grows from intelligence applied to real problems. The more problems you can solve, the more valuable you become. The more valuable you become, the more opportunities find you. Eventually, you stop chasing money. Money starts chasing your ability. Think about a skilled surgeon, a brilliant engineer, a great storyteller, a trusted advisor. People don't pay them simply for their time. They pay for what they know. Years of learning become years of earning. Knowledge transforms into value. Value transforms into income. That's the sequence. But most people reverse it. They want income first, and that's why they struggle. Because they are trying to harvest before planting, trying to earn before understanding, trying to receive before becoming useful. The world rarely rewards that approach for long. Eventually, reality catches up, and the people who invested in knowledge pull ahead, not because they're luckier, but because they're prepared. Preparation is invisible at first. Nobody notices the hours spent learning. Nobody applauds the research. Nobody celebrates the quiet work of building understanding. But later everyone notices the results. They see the success, the growth, the opportunities, and they call it luck. What they don't see of the foundation underneath. The countless hours spent gathering information when there was no immediate reward. The discipline to learn when others were distracted. The patience to understand before trying to profit. That's where lasting success is built. So if you're constantly worried about money, ask yourself an uncomfortable question. Are you investing enough in understanding? Or are you only focused on outcomes? Because outcomes are often delayed. Understanding is immediate. Every skill you learn, every insight you gain, every lesson you absorb adds to your value. And value has a remarkable way of attracting rewards over time. The people who win in the long run aren't always the smartest. They aren't always the most talented. Often they're simply the most curious. The ones who never stop learning. The ones who never stop asking questions. The ones who keep gathering information while others chase immediate rewards. Because they understand something most people miss. Money is not usually the starting point. It's the consequence. The consequence of knowledge. The consequence of understanding. The consequence of becoming valuable. So stop asking only how to make more money. Start asking how to understand more deeply. Because when information comes first, value follows. And when value follows, the rewards have a way of finding you.